Hey, you guys, thank you for sticking around. Are you having a good time? I have my coffee and water. Grab your drinks. We are in part 6 of Your Cosmic Unleash Beyond Manifestation. I've had fun recording these videos. I hope you, again, are enjoying and either just, remembering you, remembering your powerful self, remembering your cosmic self, and being rejuvenated and getting that confidence and that knowing back of who you always have been, right? So let's get into this. So, in the last video, I started talking about affirming affirmations and kind of went in another direction unexpectedly. So I want to bring that back and I want to start off again with, sorry, being distracted. I want to start off this video again with the definition of affirming. So to affirm means to agree with what is. Okay. And you get to decide what is based off of your vision, how you see your life, how you see yourself being and existing. All right. That is a part of our power as a creator. So I want to bring up the definition of the word create. So let me just read this to you. And I'm going to look down because I have notes again. So create, to cause, to come into being. I'll say this again. To cause, to come into being as something unique that would not naturally evolve or that's not made by ordinary processes, to evolve by one's own thought as a work of art or invention. So, the part of this definition that grabs my attention the most is to evolve by one's own thought as a work of art. That little piece of definition, which I found on dictionary.com, I guess I have to use that as a source, right? Dictionary.com. So that little section, I feel that that portion of the definition encompasses the inherent power of our words, okay? First, those that don't understand the force behind our words would label the act of creating through words as unordinary or unnatural or woo-woo shit, right? On some level, they could be correct, but at the same time, they're allowing themselves to speak from the wiring of their subconscious mind that creates the feeling in their body affecting their own attractions. So I know I have presented that cycle to you over and over again because I want to emphasize again, your feelings come from your subconscious mind, which can be programmed by the words that you speak. So when you speak about what you want to experience, how you want to exist, who you want to be, you are in creation mode. Because remember, to create is to evolve by one's own thought as a work of art. When you start to use your words, you start to experience the transformation. You start to experience the alchemy. You start to experience the reprogramming in your thoughts and in your body. It is something that you can feel. So while I know that I said before to pay attention to how you feel, I'm going to say something that may sound contradictory. So let's use this example. We'll use the example of money. Let's say you have your vision is to be wealthy, to have continual financial independence, financial freedom. But right now, at this moment, you don't feel that. You can still affirm your financial independence, because guess what? You recognize, okay, I don't feel financial independence. But what I know is that I am financially independent. What I know is that I have the power to be that. I am that. What I know is that this feeling doesn't affect my identity. This feeling is a part of this human experience. I don't identify with this feeling because I know my vision. I know what I am, and I can appreciate that I can keep talking until I feel it. This, because again, when you say it like that, you're not forcing anything. Because that's not, manifestation is not forcing anything. Manifestation is allowing. So there's no intensity there. So that's the difference between someone who is saying, I'll use the same example. That's the difference between that and someone saying, well, I don't feel, I'm not financially independent. And okay, I guess I'll just repeat, I am financially independent. I am financially independent. I am financially independent. I am financially. There's a different, there's force there, and there is a resistance there. And you're not going to get anywhere. That person that does that is not going to get anywhere. They're going to stay in that mode, that in not progressing. But when you can say, yeah, I don't feel financially independent, but I can appreciate my power, my identity as a financial independent person. I see this here, but I know my vision. That's it. No intensity, no forcing to believe anything. You're using your words. You're using your power once again. Because remember I said, I think it was probably in part 3 or 4 now, but remember I said, if just the fact that you can simply identify with that power, that you can simply say, well, the power is in my words. Yes, I may be feeling a certain way, but I know that I can appreciate my power to get here, to be this that I want. That right there, you're telling God, you're telling the universe, I accept my power. I accept it. It's here and I'm using it. That's it. So, let me go back to what I was saying before. When you speak what you want to experience, you're going to notice a shift in your words throughout the day, regardless of what you're doing. You will start to pay it. It's kind of, it's this beautiful natural thing that just happens. Once you start to pay attention to your words, you start to pay attention to your feelings, to how you feel. It just happens. Then So I want to back up here. You start to pay attention to how you feel. Then that reprogramming, in all of that, the reprogramming of your mind and those limiting beliefs, the subconscious, that's when that starts to happen. The process has begun. The process has begun. It's not anything that you have to force. I know I keep saying that, but I just feel like I need to drive that home, okay? So back to affirmations. You are going to hear, you're going to hear a lot of different perspectives on affirmations. And I'm going to just, here what I've done, I've presented you mine along with dictionary.com's definition, okay? And what I've experienced in my own life, all right? I have heard people say, well, affirmations, they don't work because you're only emphasizing what you're not. So for example, and I can see that perspective. So for example, if you say, I'm in perfect health, then somewhere down the line, you're believing that you're not in perfect health. No. The way I view an affirmation is to say what is. What is? Number one, it is my inherent right to be in perfect health. So I'm saying what is, not because I don't have it or because I don't believe it. Because remember, first of all, an affirmation is not a hope. It is not an ask. It is not a beg. It's not a prayer. It's not even a prayer. It is a command. It's a demand. This is what I identify with. That's what it is. And what you also have to understand is your words, you're not even speaking out of desire. You're not speaking out of desire. You're agreeing with what your soul says. Yes, this is what we want. This is how you came into this life, to be in harmony in every area of your life. And that does not include disease. It does not include sickness. Period. So, affirmations are, from my perspective, you're going to hear a lot. I'm just giving you my perspective. They are extremely important tools to help rewire limiting beliefs and programming that are bullshit, that do not help you, that have never helped you, that are keeping you too focused on giving your power to your environment, that are keeping you too focused on what you should do rather than, okay, what is my soul telling me to do? What is my soul saying? That is what is going on, okay? What is my soul saying? They're very important tools. So remember, when you tap into that, when you put into that practice of affirming, they have to change. Things have to change for you, right? It puts you back into your natural creation mode. Period. The mode that you came here to exist. You didn't come here to exist as a robot. Period. All right? So I want to end this series by saying, I'm going to repeat this because this is important. So I'm going to say this again. The words we speak hold power to change the cells in your body in a positive way, to invoke harmony, to bring abundance, to initiate infinite freedom, and to plant total wellness, okay, in all parts of your life. The power is here. And I'm not telling you this, or I haven't presented this to you to get you to, wave a white flag and saying, I affirm, my taking my power back. And you don't even have to tell anybody. Again, this is for you, because also what's going to happen as your life starts to transform, because once you transform here in your body, it's going to reflect on the outside. That's why you don't have to force anything to happen. It just happens on the outside. It has to, right? People are going to, you don't have to convince anybody, because people are going to come up to you and say, okay, what? You're different. What is going on? Because when you start to live with that knowing, when every day of your life just becomes an excitement to create, automatically you want to share it with everybody. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Any decent human, you want to share, okay, this is what has been working for me. I just want to tell you, I want to tell you, I want to tell you, I want to tell you. But everyone is not going to receive that, because there are still too many people walking around like robots and just accepting, well, this is just what life is. There's too many people around like that. Too many people may be in your family. So in order for you to, I guess, staying focused, that's not the phrase that I want to use, but just remember, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself first. Reprogram you. And maybe you have been on this, this path, but, perhaps something happened, or maybe you had a conversation with someone and you feel like, dang, I just need a reminder. Maybe the series has just been a reminder for you. Okay, cool. Take it as a reminder. Now start speaking again. Okay? So let me know how you guys enjoyed this series. We're going to end it here. Thank you for sticking around for 6 videos, right? This was fun. I had a good time doing this and just presenting this. I have been wanting to just do a series, a short series on the power of our words, because it's so important. And it may sound, if you're just hearing this, if maybe this is new to you and it sounds like, so I just say something and I see it. Well, if you've watched all 6 videos, it's more than that. But there doesn't have to be any intensity behind it. This is not about when you start, perhaps you've already written your affirmation. There's no right or wrong here, but I will say, if you have been doing this and you have written out affirmations, your affirmations need to sound like identities. So what do I mean by that? They should. I know I said I was going to stop that phrase, but your affirmations are not to negate anything, but it's simply, I am. It's an identity. You're identifying with something. You're putting on another identity. So, okay, for example, we'll use money again. I am wealthy. I wouldn't even say I am debt free, because in that, debt has a negative connotation. So anything that has a negative connotation, keep that out of your affirmations. Also, if any of your affirmations sound like, I want to stay well. That's better than saying I don't want to be sick. However, there's still a little bit of negativity in I want to be healthy. I am in perfect health. From birthday to birthday, year after year, moment to moment, to infinity, I am in perfect health. That is your identity. There's no way around that. There's nothing that could negate that, because that is your I am identity. So that's just a little tip on how to write affirmations. If you have any other questions for me, please let me know in the comments. But once again, I do appreciate you for watching. To my new subscribers, thank you. Share this video, share this series with those that you love and care about. And until next time, cheers.